Hi and welcome to Movies Suck. Today we're going to have a look at Fast and the Furious presents Hobbs and Shaw. I know this channel is called Movies Suck, and in some ways this movie sucks. In some places so badly that it becomes hard to watch. In other ways, it's also extremely entertaining and very funny. It's a film with two parts that marry themselves together in a way that's both charming and utterly stupid. We have what is essentially an old-fashioned action film reminiscent of the great action movies of the 80s, but brought bang up to date by using digital effects that could only be dreamed of back when things like RoboCop and Commando were being made. I mention those two movies because they both have aspects related to this movie. You have the cyborg Superman aspect of RoboCop, and you have the fun and brainless stupidity of Commando. Combined together, it is just as entertaining and dumb as you're imagining. Throw into the mix the star power and physical presence of both Dwayne Johnson and Jason Statham, and not to mention the great Idris Elba. You have got something that is kind of special. Like some of those old 80s action movies, it's not the movie itself that makes it special, it's the stars. Johnson's eyebrows get a minor role in this movie, but the main draw is the chemistry between Johnson and Statham, or Hobbs and Shaw if you will. They are truly magic on the screen together. Both of them essentially playing the screen versions of themselves. This is a different Hobbs and Shaw than we see in the Fast and the Furious films, which makes sense as this is really a standalone movie that just involves the names of those titular characters, without the feeling of the baggage of the past movies. They just feel like old friends, which saves on the need for any kind of backstory, which leaves plenty of runtime for the action set pieces and comedy interactions, which is what we're really here to see. This film also has some very tenuous family links for both Hobbs and Shaw. We get to see both Shaw's mother and his sister, the latter of which is like the person who this film mostly revolves around. At least what there is of a story revolves around anyway. As at the start of the film she's working for MI6 and trying to secure some sort of programmable virus, which Idris Elba in his role as the Black Super Cyborg Man is also trying to obtain. We also get to see a little bit of Hobbs' family. We meet his brother and his mother, and an interesting event occurs in Samoa, of all places. Well, it makes sense. I mean, they're going by Dwayne Johnson's lineage. The film takes some twists and turns before eventually arriving at the Fast and the Furious part of the franchise, as we see an event that can only come straight out of the Fast and the Furious. I won't go into detail, so as not to spoil the moment for you, but let's just say that 4 cars and a helicopter have a lot of fun. And as with most Fast and the Furious films, this one ends on a family note, which we've come to expect from this franchise, though this and the over-top action are the only real links to the genre. Have I mentioned that this movie is funny? I should have mentioned that. Okay, I know I said it already, but it really is the selling point for this movie. Statham and Johnson just bounce off each other like the old buddy cop movies. It's like watching Riggs and Murtaugh again. I wish they'd found this chemistry in a standalone film series, as I would watch these movies all day. They're like Belushi and Arnie in Red Heat, or Belushi and Jerry Lee in K9, or Sylvester Stallone and Kurt Russell in Tango and Cash. And the list goes on and on. If this film had been nothing but them in that glass room at the start of the movie, I'm feeling this film would still be a hit. In conclusion, I'd say that this is on the whole a good movie, and I'll be happy to watch it again. Not for the action, which is fun and exciting, with the one exception, you'll know it when you see it. Not for the plot, which is just mind-meltingly stupid. You're going to put your face in your hands and go, ah! I mean, if they'd left this plot out, the whole movie, it really wouldn't have been missed. But the reason you're watching this movie really is just for that chemistry between the two lead actors. They really make this movie come together. Hollywood may not care about good movies anymore, but sometimes they can still entertain us, and a good bit of casting can go a long way. Last but not least, I'd watch this film all over again, just for those golden Ryan Reynolds moments, which, while short and spaced far apart at either end of the movie, are just so damn funny. Anyway, this is Movie Suck, signing out. Don't forget to like, comment and subscribe. I'll catch you on the flip side.